Alright, what's going on everyone? Matt here for the Matt Film Show, guys, and you can make sure thumbs up, subscribe if you guys like. Let's get right into today's video. And then today I'm gonna be giving you guys my review on Disney's live action adaptation of Snow White. The first Snow White, well, the only Snow White. Snow White came out in 1937. I believe it was the first full-length animated feature film. So that movie's old. It's really old, Snow White. I would say that I was not the biggest fan of Snow White, the movie. I enjoyed Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It's an animated movie that I don't go back to a lot. I would watch it. I'd watch it once in a while, but it's not one that I would keep going and watch it over and over again. But I enjoyed Snow White, Seven Dwarfs. I thought that the animated movie was fun. It was the first ever full-length animated feature film, and the first full-length feature film for Disney. And now they remade Snow White. Now, this isn't the first time they remade Snow White before. They have done it multiple times. I remember in 2012, was it Universal that released Snow White and the Huntsman, and they had Kristen Stewart, who played Bella in Twilight. She was Snow White. I've seen that movie. I didn't meet the sequel, The Huntsman, The Winter's Tale, something like that. But that was I haven't seen that movie in a while. Came out 2012, I believe. So I seen it, but I remember it was a little bit different. You know what I mean? I think it was based on the fairy tale Snow White, not the, you know what I mean? I think there was, I think the same year or a couple years after, can't remember the top of my head, they did Mirror Mirror, and they had Julia Roberts was the evil queen, and I believe Anne Hathaway was Snow White. I can't remember. I remember watching that movie as well. That movie was very, very good, well done. Mirror Mirror. I believe it came out in 2012, around the same time as The Huntsman. I can't remember. But Disney has finally made Snow White remake. This is the Disney one. And this movie has a lot of hate. Primarily towards Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot. Why does it have all this hate? You know what I mean? Rachel Zegler, you guys do not know, plays Snow White in this one, the live action Snow White. And, you know, she has said some remarks that people don't like. You know what I mean? She had talked crap about the animated feature film, Snow White. She has said that it was outdated, that there was no prince in this one, that she doesn't need to be saved by true love, and just talking crap about the movie of Snow White. And to me, an actress, someone that's promoting the movie, I think that she should not have opened up her mouth. She should have just too quiet, should not have opened her mouth at all. And I think that's where a lot of the hate came from, you know, it's because of her. And a lot of the changes that they made, there was not a lot of changes, I would say, of this one to the animated one. Some minor changes, but not a lot. I will explain to you guys right here. And just the people in general, I think it's because of that, and people don't like the live action remakes from Disney. A lot of people hate them, and a lot of people get upset and pissed off that Disney keeps announcing them. You know, they make money. You know what I mean? I know a lot of them have failed, but majority of them makes money, and Disney's gonna keep making them as long as they keep making money. So they ain't gonna stop anytime soon. They're not gonna listen to us. They're not gonna listen to you guys who don't want them anymore. Disney doesn't care what you want. They're gonna keep making them. Personally, I enjoy them. I really enjoy the live action remakes. I think they're, I would always say the original ones are way better than this one. I wouldn't watch the remake versus the animated one, right? I would watch the animated one instead of the remakes, but like I said, a lot of them were great and a lot of them were, you know, I mean, I really enjoyed Mufasa, The Lion King. I wasn't a big fan of the live action remake of The Lion King, but the prequel Mufasa came out last December. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed Maleficent. I did not enjoy the sequel, Mistress of Evil, but I enjoyed the first Maleficent. I enjoyed Aladdin. I thought Aladdin was fun. Um, I enjoyed what was the other ones that they have made? Um, you know what I mean? So I enjoyed that one. I did not like Dumbo. Dumbo wasn't one that I enjoyed. I didn't like the sequel to Maleficent. Um, I did not enjoy um, Pinocchio wasn't all that great. Peter Pan and Wendy, it was too dark. You know what I mean? That one was too dark. I think I did enjoy it. Some parts I think I did enjoy it, but it was just too dark. Peter Pan and Wendy was too dark. That was straight to Disney Plus. I enjoyed Lady and the Tramp. I thought that was a great one as well. I really did enjoy Lady and the Tramp. Alice in Wonderland was one that I didn't really I did not love the animated Alice in Wonderland. Was not that big on it. So Alice in Wonderland to me, I don't like I said, I only seen these remakes once. I haven't seen them again. Yeah, majority of Little Mermaid was alright. I enjoyed Little Mermaid, but a lot of these remakes I've seen them once. I haven't seen them twice, so I can't remember if I enjoyed them or not. But I do remember not enjoying Pinocchio. I remember not enjoying Mistress of Evil. I remember not enjoying Dumbo. So there was a couple of them that I remember not enjoying, and some of them that I did enjoy. Personally, me, I think that Disney should continue making them. They make money, and it brings back memories. You know what I mean? A lot of them, you know what I mean? I haven't, you know, the first Snow White came out in 1937. I was not even born. You know what I mean? I was not even born. I was not even close to being born when Snow White came out. So this is like it's like, oh, well, you know, those people grew up with Snow White. This is the Snow White that I grew up with was this live action remake. You know what I mean? I didn't grow up with Sleeping Beauty, but I grew up with Maleficent. You know what I mean? So I think it's about generations after generations. I think that's why they do it. And like I said, I had a fun time with this one. I don't understand. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, every film is suggestive. People love stuff and people hate stuff. People like stuff. People dislike stuff. You know what I mean? And I think that this movie's not going to do well. I enjoyed it. I thought this movie's fun, and it should do well. I had fun time with it, and should succeed and should do well. But with all the hate that's getting, for no reason, you know what I mean? People are just judging stuff just because, you know what I mean? Or going to what people are saying. You know, oh, I didn't like that movie. Oh, this person didn't like it, so I'm not gonna watch it because this person said not. You know what I mean? I think you should give everything a chance. You know what I mean? So that's what I think about this movie is that I don't think this not gonna get a lot of repeat viewings. I don't think a lot of people are gonna watch it. And like I said, I wasn't one of those people that was skeptical about this with all this hate. I said, you know what, Disney should just release this on Disney Plus. You know what I mean? Disney's like, you know, we're getting hate, might as well take it now. But I'm very glad this movie, that Disney took the time and believed in Snow White and released it in theaters. That was a good, smart thing, you know what I mean? It's better to get some money than not get no money at all. You know what I mean? When they release stuff on Disney Plus, these movies don't get money. You know what I mean? So it's better to get some money and not money, right? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, people want money, and Disney's probably gonna get as much money as they can with this one. Whether they get a lot or not, you know what I mean? It's unknown. But anyway, I got off track talking about, you know what I mean, the hate that this movie has gotten and all that stuff that Rachel Stegler has talked about, right? But we are here to talk about my review for Snow White. Not talk about the Rachel Stegler comments. So the movie stars Rachel Stegler as Snow White. Gal Gadot as the evil queen. Um, there wasn't not really um, a lot of like actors or actresses, to talk about, obviously, like I said, Andrew Burnett was Jonathan, which was the replacement for the prince. Um, so like I said, there was no prince, but this was um, uh, the replacement for the prince. I thought he was great. I thought he was great. Um, Ansu Kabia was the huntsman. I thought he was great as the huntsman. This movie is directed by Mark Webb, which was the guy who directed the best the best Spider-Man movie, right? Who directed the best Spider-Man, or the best actor to play Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man. Obviously, Andrew Garfield, you guys know me, is the best Spider-Man in my own opinion. He is the Amazing Spider-Man, and Mark Webb wrote and directed the Amazing Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man 2, and so he did Snow White. Um, for Disney. I thought he did a great job. Um, Rachel Zegler did a great job. A lot of people hate her, talk crap about her, like I said in the beginning of this video, but I thought she did an amazing job as Snow White. She killed this role. She was born to play a Disney princess. She was born to play Snow White. She has an amazing voice. Everybody here was great. I thought Jonathan was the actor who played Jonathan. Um, did an amazing job as that character, um, and 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 has a great voice as well. Gal Gadot singing voice. Gal Gadot's not a great actress. I think we all know that. And I enjoyed her as the evil queen. She was decent, what I mean, she did the best that she can do, and was great. Her singing voice was good, not the best, I would say, but what I mean, she did her best. What I mean, like I said, she's not a great actress, so she's not like, what I mean, top there. What I mean, she recently just got her Hollywood Walk of Fame star. A lot of people were upset because of that, because of, how did she get it? She's not a great actress. But anyways, I do want to talk about my favorite songs here. They had new songs. A lot of the original songs from the 1937 animated film weren't here, so there were a lot of replacements. But the one that I really enjoyed was "Waiting on a Wish," a brand new song. Rachel Zegler did a great job with that one. She did a great job with that song. All is fair. The song by the Evil Queen, Gal Gadot, she did a great job with that song. They did bring back some uh, songs from the animated film Whistle While You Work. I thought Rachel Zegler did a great job with that one. Hi Ho from the Seven Dwarfs. I thought that they did a great job. And Good Things to Grow, a new song. I believe it's a new song from Rachel Zegler. I think she did a great job. A lot of hate is towards the Seven Dwarfs. The animated, or it's not the animated, CGI for the dwarfs. A lot of people don't like them. Peter Dinklage, who's a dwarf actor himself, has attacked Disney for not using dwarf actors. I understand, you know what I mean? But unfortunately, Disney did the ultimate decision to CGI dwarfs. And I understand where he's coming from, you know what I mean? They could have used actual dwarf actors. They could have hired Peter Dinklage or dwarf actors to play the Seven Dwarfs. I understand. But I thought the Seven Dwarfs CGI was great. I thought that was great. I at first when I saw the animated, not the animated, but the trailers, I was kind of iffy on it. Was like, I do not know about this. But I thought that the Seven Dwarfs looked great, and I thought they did great, especially with the song Hi Ho, classic song. Thought that they did great. When and the mining cart scenes and everything, the CGI and all that was great. Was fun seeing at live action. But I grew upon with it. You know what I mean? the CGI on Seven Dwarfs kind of reminded me as the CGI on Flounder and Sebastian. I was kind of iffy on them. I did not like them at first, but when I watched the live action Little Mermaid, I enjoyed them. I didn't care for, I didn't mind them. Same thing goes from here. I did not enjoy them at first when they first like we really, you know what I mean? But when you watch the movie, I did not mind them well. I thought that they were great. They were fun. They were enjoying. I enjoyed all of them. Sleepy, Dopey, Bashful, Sneezy, Grumpy. What was the other ones? And I can't remember the other two names, but you get the point. They were all fun. I really enjoyed them. They were so fun, entertaining. I really liked how they were animated or CGI. CGI. A lot of people are gonna say it's animated. Anyways, I thought the animals had great CGI. Like I said, the animals are gonna say it's animated. You know what I mean? I thought the animals looked great, and all the birds looked great. The whole forest was all great CGI. Was all well done. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, this movie was fun. You know, fun, entertaining film. I was very, very surprised from it. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, a lot of them weren't great. A lot of remakes aren't great. And some are great. You know what I mean? So for me, it's 50-50. I thought this was one of the best ones, in my own opinion. I really had fun with this film. And I thought this was one of the best remakes that Disney has made. You know what I mean? I'm going to say it. I really enjoyed this movie. I did not think that I was going to enjoy as much. You know what I mean? But I was surprised. I had so much fun with this one. I enjoyed it. And this is one of my favorite ones from the remakes. And I thought that this was very fun. I really enjoyed Snow White. And I was very, very entertained. I really enjoyed how the dwarves look like. I really enjoyed the dwarves. They're very, very funny characters. Fun characters. I just throughout this whole movie had me smiling, happy, and excited, and just, man, you know how great this movie was, man. You know what I mean? Disney did a great job with this one. I know a lot of people are not going to enjoy Snow White. Won't like it, maybe. You know what I mean? Like I said, everybody has their own opinion and has their own, you know what I mean? If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. You know what I mean? A lot of people are going to go with the hate it has and not watch it at all. I think you should not judge a book by cover. Should give this movie a chance. I don't think that this movie is going to succeed. I want it to succeed, but just because of the hate, I don't think it's not going to succeed as well. Like I said, I was happy that Disney gave this movie a chance and was confident in this one. I really enjoyed it. I had a great time with this one. I do not know how would I rank it. You know what I mean? But this is definitely up there. I had a fun time with this Snow White. And I'm glad. I'm proud of what it turned out to be. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about Snow White. I enjoyed it. I had a great time. I thought this movie was great fun. You know what I mean? I would obviously prefer the animated film over this, but this is still one that I would watch once in a while. You know what I mean? Because I really enjoyed it. I had a great time. Because then you can make sure to subscribe. Because let me know in the comments below what you guys think of Snow White. If you guys have seen Snow White, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. You guys liked it or disliked it. Or you guys gonna watch it or not watch it? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for your guys' support. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.